Hey guys, I know I haven't posted anything to this channel in years because YouTube isn't really a career choice for me, and I just upload crap for fun, but I wanted to post this Speedpaint and discuss a little something behind it. This video is going to be discussing someone who is infamous in the art community as a major plagiarist and art theft, as well as just an awful human being, and by no means should anyone contact or interact with this person as it is not safe when they have a history of doxing, and the fact she's just really annoying and vile about being called out for said theft. Here we go. Delaney's Art is a plagiarist who has been doing this nonsense for 8 years. I was contacted about her in 2019 as she stole my Doja Cat art piece, which isn't really even that good, but whatever. Fortunately, it's the only thing she snagged from me, probably because I'm up her ass publicly quite often. I made a little shitpost video on my defunct YouTube page showcasing side-by-sides of her plagiarism. It's really annoying, but makes a point if you want to check that out. And I will be perfectly clear, there is nothing wrong with being inspired by other artists, and no one owns a pose. That's never what this whole thing is about. This is about the harassment and theft for profit from other artists' hard work. The stolen art is intentional. People tell her to stop, and she continues anyway. And Delaney's been caught tracing in one of her speed paints that she posted on her Instagram, where you can clearly see Babs Draws artwork appear for a split second as well as an outline from Delaney. Now, Procreate has a feature where you can draw over private layers that do not appear in speed paints. And Delaney has proved to be a chronic liar, and I cannot diagnose her, but it's clear signs of being a narcissist. And here's an example of what Delaney also does. We refer to it as photo mashing, where she'll trace certain pieces of the art and then just guess the rest. Remember, she's a professional. Back to the 8 years thing, she has been doing this for over 8 years, stalking and plagiarizing other artists' work for monetary gain. She's harassed her victims. She harasses anyone who calls her out on several burner accounts. She claims she doesn't sell the inspired works because all of her plagiarized works are merely inspired. And, yeah, she does not sell them. See? No sales. She also sexualizes minors, she draws incest, she draws abusive relationships also involving minors. She's hella racist, she hates trans people, she's homophobic, but draws sapphic ships for the attention that it brings her. She scammed clients out of their commissions and kept putting delays on the artwork due to personal problems, while she continues to draw personal art for herself. She also doesn't do refunds. If you want your money back, tough luck, it's gone. She cannot hold on to money at all. As soon as she gets that money, it's spent on, stickers and prints that she just gains all this inventory and stock that she cannot get rid of. So let that be another red flag for you. So let this be a warning to the art community to continue to not platform this nasty person. And with 8 years of this shit under her belt, this would be a much longer video, and I'm not confident with telling the story of Delaney. And the speed paint? Yeah, it's a draw this in your style by Hand But Vintage on Instagram, a recent victim of Delaney's plagiarism. Would you look at that? And fortunately, Hands doesn't back down, and won't back down to Delaney, and neither will me or my friends. Because to put it simply, Delaney is a bully, and a scammer, and a fraud of an artist. And if you don't care about any of this, then this information isn't for you. I will give you another montage without the annoying music here. Seriously. Do not support this person. It wouldn't be a big issue if she didn't make profit off the art and was honest, just a beginner in art and giving credit where credit is due and getting permission from the artist. Instead, she's making enemies in the art community. There is nothing wrong with referencing, but when you're referencing another artist's work, you are also taking in any of the flaws that they may have. So, in short, Delaney is a professional loser. 90% of her portfolio is stolen work, and you can tell when she actually draws for herself with the inconsistencies in her art style. If you want to do further research, all the links will be available in the description. If you want the full story, it'll eat up both of our lives with how much there is to unravel. Summed up as best as possible, though, this is a cycle of events. She plagiarizes or traces art from someone, she posts it, she gets called out, she blocks everyone, and then publicly tweets, claiming and lying to her audience it was merely inspired, no one owns a pose, etc., etc. She just has a bunch of haters spreading false information, even though, we provide the receipts. And then she cries on her personal Facebook page about her bullies and harassers, and repeat the cycle. It never ends. And she has involved her own mother to help defend her to her harassers. This woman will never learn. By the way, she's in her late 20s. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of showcase, you know, the draw this in your style and then talk about Delaney because, again, this has been going on for over 8 years. And I guess the plus side in all of this bullshit is Delaney has actually introduced me and my friends to a bunch of other amazing artists. So thank you, Delaney, for that, but also fuck you for what you continue to do for over 8 fucking years. So yeah, this little draw this in your style thing from Hands. It's kind of like half-hearted, half fuck you pettiness to Delaney. As Hands says, we can trace it and do whatever we please with it, you know. And I had a lot of fun working on it because it was like kind of different from what I usually do, you know. I involve a lot of colors, so it was fun to be like restricted palette, you know. And yeah, I hope you at least liked the speed paint and my ranting. But again, it was important. It's still important. It's been over 8 years. And thank you for watching. And then a thank you to my patrons, big shout out. If you also want to support me on Patreon, I do early access and high-res art, as well as physical rewards for $7 a month, minimum of 5 months, so you can get like stickers and charms and prints mailed to your doorstep. And Delaney, if you ever want to dox me, all you gotta do is pay $7 for 5 months, you'll get my crap mailed to your doorstep too.